Welcome back, everybody. We've made it to the point in my Nolan series in which I can finally talk about Inception with you guys, which came out in 2010. In fact, it recently celebrated its 10th anniversary, which is crazy. This film follows Dom Cobb, not that Cobb, this Cobb, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, who's a dream extractor. Essentially, his job is to break into people's minds and extract a valuable piece of information, a secret. He's then hired for his biggest mission yet, but this time, instead of stealing information, his job is to implant an idea deep in the subconscious of his target, and he has to do so in a way that this man believes that the idea is his own. Of course, he can't do this alone, so he tries to pull this off with the help of his crew, played by a phenomenal set of actors, and they then go into dreams within dreams, and there we have a mind heist. So how does Inception hold up 10 years after its initial release? Well, in my opinion, this is still one of the coolest concepts ever put to film. Because it frequently occurs that I watch a movie with a great setup, but for whatever reason it falls short in its execution, and all I'm left feeling is that there was some kind of wasted potential. But Inception is one of those rare examples in which the promised concept actually delivers and in many aspects surpasses expectations. Upon its release, it was actually compared a lot to The Matrix, and I do understand where a lot of those comparisons come from, but this is in no way a copy of The Matrix. It's wholly original. If anything, one could make the comparison that they were both groundbreaking achievements for both the sci-fi genre and for film in general. One of the reasons why Inception is so great is that it's a blockbuster with a huge budget that doesn't treat its audience as if they were brainless. There isn't just action for the sake of there being action. It gets you to think. Scenes actually have a purpose. The film is 2.5 hours long, and not a minute feels wasted, thanks to a brilliantly thought out script by Christopher Nolan, which he worked on for many years, and it absolutely shows. One of the biggest challenges of having such a complex and abstract idea that the audience hasn't seen before is that you need to establish a lot of rules. And with that comes a bunch of exposition. Now, having a ton of exposition is usually looked down upon in films, because often it feels like information is just being dumped on the audience. But Inception goes the clever route of show don't tell. Yes, there is still quite a lot of exposition, but it's delivered while you're being shown things. And even when it's not, it doesn't get boring because the banter between the characters is a lot of fun and makes for some good laughs. Especially between Tom Hardy and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who are both awesome in the film. Their interactions are so entertaining. Another challenge is that Leonardo DiCaprio's character has worked in this field for a while, and so obviously he knows how everything works. This is where Ellen Page's character comes into play, because just like the audience, she's new to all of this, and so through her, we learn more about the mechanics and the rules of the dream world. Just like I mentioned in my Dark Knight review, Nolan's dedication to doing as much practically as he possibly can just elevates the filmmaking to another level. The hallway fight is one of the more mind-bending sequences, and for that they actually built the hallway set on this giant rig that was actually able to turn the whole thing. So Joseph Gordon-Levitt and the rest of the stunt team actually performed the fight choreography while their ground was continuously changing, which I imagine wasn't very easy to do, and just comes to prove how dedicated everyone was. The cast? Excellent. Leonardo DiCaprio is great as always. I believe this was a breakthrough role for Tom Hardy, because before this he had Bronson, but it wasn't until this film came out that he started appearing in more projects. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Ellen Page, Cillian Murphy, Marion Cotillard, and Ken Watanabe are all exceptional. Hans Zimmer's score, in particular the song Time, gives me goosebumps. I listen to it so often. It's really powerful. If you, for some reason, have never seen this film, I highly recommend you watch it as soon as possible. Inception, in my opinion, is a modern-day classic. It perfectly blends drama with grand action spectacle and innovative filmmaking, and of course, I'm going to give Inception an A+. I appreciate the support. If you want, check out my playlist with the rest of my Nolan reviews, which you can click on right here. And if you have seen Inception, I'd love to hear your opinion on it in the comments section. As always, thanks for watching.